Hello, guys. How you guys doing? How's everyone doing? I hope you guys all doing good. Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Who is watching? Sorry, my mic is not on. Sorry. Okay, it's on now. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hello. Okay, we're back again. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. You are welcome. Please, if you are joining us for the first time, please can you kindly subscribe to our channel? You know, like this post and comment where you are watching from. Please subscribe to our channel, like the post, and comment where you are watching from. Maybe you can just indicate by your country's flag. That's okay. So today's topic is why why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? The topic today, Chichi. So the topic today is why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? Why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? That's the main topic today. Why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? First of all, everybody have seen what is going on in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is having a new president that emerged through coup d'etat, and his name is Captain Ibrahim Traore. And Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing amazingly well in Burkina Faso. Sorry, okay, Liam Williams. My name is Stanley. Stanley Amechi. Hello? Okay, everything dey okay there, eh? Okay, I want O'Connor there. I'm going to try me $100 there. Okay, okay. Okay, Mr. Williams, thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Williams, my name is Stanley. Yes, I reside in Gambia, but I'm a Nigerian by nationality. I live in Gambia and I do business in Gambia. Okay, you are from UK. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. I have some other person here. Um, what's your name, please? Because this you said just watching. Just what's your name, please? Okay, and there's somebody else too I saw here. Is that Ricky B? Are you wearing sandals? If you are, please show. Okay, so my topic today, like I said, my topic today is why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? Okay, Liam, you're very welcome, brother. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I have Jess Griffith. Okay, let me just call you Jess. Okay, UK. It seems like I'm having more of UK people here. You're very welcome. You guys are very welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Please comment where you are watching from as we continue. Okay. I have Deacon. Yo, Deacon. You're very welcome. I have Bobod Ahmed. My country is Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian by nationality, but I live in Gambia. I've been living in Gambia for the past 15 years. I'm doing business in Gambia. Vortex from UK, thumbs up. I give you thumbs up as well. Okay. Thanks. Uh, okay, okay. So, thank you very much, guys, for joining. Please, can you, if you are not, so if you've not subscribed to our channel, please can you help us to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also comment where you are watching from, and as well, do me a favor by liking and giving us a thumbs up. Yeah, Vortex, I see Vortex. Vortex, you're very welcome, brother. Thank you very much. I love you too, brother. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Deacon is an American. Deacon, you're very welcome, brother. Yeah, I'm having sensible people, more of sensible people here today. You guys are very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Bangladesh, yes, my brother from Bangladesh. I bless you. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's move on to our topic for today. My topic today is why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? That's the topic today. Why are their eyes on Africa? First of all, like I said, my first remark, I talked about Ibrahim Traore, the Burkina Faso president, what's going on in Burkina Faso and how he's transforming Burkina Faso. He expelled um, French miners and French troops out of Burkina Faso, and he's doing amazingly well. He's utilizing the Burkina Faso natural resources, using it to build his country, infrastructure and putting things in place, creating job opportunities for his country. And as well, he have established a lot of things which I cannot be able to be counting here. He's established a electric car, electric vehicle company in Burkina Faso. Build a tomato paste company in Burkina Faso, and also building roads, and not just only building roads. The sweetest thing he did was to create national construction company. He bought about 1,000 machineries for construction, for infrastructure. That shows a leader that is intentional, a leader that wants the best for his people. Leader that wants the best for his people. Okay. Deacon, Ricky said, our next should be why are African goalkeepers terrible? You're talking off point. This is actually off point. This is not why we are here. African goalkeepers, which of our African goalkeepers? Okay, now I see. Okay, let me just go ahead with my look at his meeting with Putin. He said, I am not here to beg for anything. I am here to learn. Okay. As you can see, Ibrahim Traore is just a young president. Like, let me just correct what you are saying here. Ibrahim Traore is just a young president. And as you can see, Burkina Faso cannot stand alone. First of all, Burkina Faso, remove themselves from ECOWAS. That's number one. And number two, they expelled all Western countries' embassies in their country, and as well expelled French miners and the French troops out of Burkina Faso. So don't expect Burkina Faso to stand alone. Burkina Faso now looking for allies that will help them to boost their economy, number one, and boost their military capacity. You understand? So that is the reason why he went to Russia and met with Putin. And he did not go just only met with Putin. He signed a contract with Putin. And I can tell you for free that Russia is trying to build a nuclear factory in Burkina Faso. That's to boost their military capacity. So it is not a wrong movement. It's not for him to say that he came to learn. Putin is his elder brother. Is older than him. Number one. That's the number one. Putin has been in power for 25 years, so he has experience. That's number two. And number three, Burkina Faso and Russia can never be on the same category when it comes to world power. So they go for upper hand that will help them to, boost their military capacity, and as well help them to build a infrastructure, and as well help them to learn from them. So that's the reason why he went to Russia. So I don't know if I've answered your question. Okay. Yes, exactly. Ricky B. That was Traore. Yes, exactly. No. Yaya Toure is not from Burkina Faso. Yaya Toure is from, I think he's from Ivory Coast. Yeah, I believe he's from Ivory Coast. So he's not from Burkina Faso. So I'm not talking about football here. This is not a football page. I don't know much about football. We talk about politics. We talk about humanity. Yesterday we discussed about We discussed about Gaza and Palestinians, what they are going through. We discussed about that yesterday, day before yesterday, and as well on Sunday. We've discussed about it for 3 days. So I think I keep that discussion pending for now. So we focus on African issues, right? Because there are a lot of things that is going on. First of all, like I said, I explained to you, I told you guys what is going on in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso president has been attacked several times, and not just only attacked, have been attempted. They've attempted to assassinate him several times, and he was saved. So my question is this: why are the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? That's a topic that if you have any suggestion or anything that you suggest, maybe you something that you think you feel you can say it here. Maybe we can deliberate on it and say more about it. But why are the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? First of all, let me tell you why. I'll give you one reason. There are so many reasons, but I will first of all come to the main reason why their eyes are on Africa. They want Africa to be destabilized. They want war in Africa so that they can benefit, they can gain more than what they are gaining. They can gain more. That is the reason why their eyes are on Africa. Number one, they target our mineral resources, African mineral resources. Africa is richly blessed. Let me tell you gospel truth. Africa is richly blessed. Africa, thank you, brother Cyril Opi. Liberate Africa from the West. That's why we use our little platform to do. That's why we are committed. If you go through my page, if you go to my channel, from down to up, you'll get to understand that all my comment, all my broadcast is based on the betterment of Africa. I'm a Pan-Africanist, so I speak, everything I say here is all about Africa, and humanity as well at large. So the reason why Hilal, please, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? May I know where you're watching from, please? Okay, and please, if this is your first time, please help me to subscribe to our channel. Please help me to subscribe to our channel and help me to give us thumbs up, and as well comment where you're watching from. Afghanistan. Okay, you're welcome, brother. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So the topic today is there, right there, the caption. So I said, why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? Benghazi, are you from Libya? Because there is more natural resources. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. First of all, like I said, one of the reasons why Western leaders' eyes on Africa, number one, is our mineral resources. Like I said before, Africa, don't mind my son, please. Like I said before, Africa is richly blessed. We are blessed in everything that you can think of. We have iron, we have coal, we have crude oil, we have gold, we have sodium chloride, we have everything. Every natural resources you can think of, Africa has it. We have it in Africa. So Africa have whatsoever it will take to make Africa the best continent on earth. So why are we not utilizing them after the colonial masters left Africa? Why are we not utilizing them? My question is this: when they left Africa, did they left some part of their rules in Africa that benefits them? That's what I think. Because it seems like Westerners are the ones imposing leaders on us. The leaders that are prepared to them, that that helps them to take our natural resources to them. That's why when Burkina Faso was under their former president, Burkina Faso has everything. They have gold. Burkina Faso is known with gold. A country that has gold cannot even boast of pipe-borne water, clean pipe-borne water. I mean, drinking water. A country that has gold cannot even boast of good road access road. A country that has gold and everything cannot even boast of good road. Like I said, so there's something people don't know about Nigeria alone. Nigeria alone. Let me just put Nigeria by the side. Nigeria is 250 million in population or more. Nigeria is 250 million population or more. Only Lagos alone, the revenue Lagos collects in every monthly is more than what Spain as a country has for the whole year. You can check the statistics. The revenue Lagos State collects alone in a month is what Spain collects as a country in a year. So that's to tell you that Nigeria is richly blessed. Nigeria is super blessed. Spain is a little country to where Nigeria is. So why will Spain have good infrastructure, good system that is working, that is being put in place? Everything is working. So why is Lagos, okay, let me not just say Lagos, because Lagos is just a state. Why is Nigeria not working? Why is it that Nigeria things are not working? There's no proper good infrastructure. We're still struggling with good road. We're still struggling with good pipe on water. We're still struggling with electricity. Nigeria as a country, we don't even have 24 hours electricity. Sometimes there are some people that cannot even boast of, constant electricity for 1 week. A country that has everything. A country that has everything that you can think of. So what are we talking about? Northern part of Nigeria has gold. Western part of Nigeria has coal and iron, sodium chloride. Even some eastern part of Nigeria has sodium chloride. South side of Nigeria has oil, crude oil, which is the most valuable, I would say one of the most valuable natural resources on earth. So why is it that things are not working in Nigeria? Why is it that we don't have good road? Why is it that we don't have good medical facilities? Why is it that we don't have good education? Why is it that we don't have good pipe on water? Why is it that things are not working? Why is it that there is insecurity in a country that has everything, and Spain that have nothing? Spain that does not have anything has good infrastructure, has good educational system, has good water, constant electricity. Italy that doesn't have anything has everything that they need to survive. So why is it that as Africa as a continent, things are not working? Because the Western leaders' eyes are on Africa, and they are benefiting from the corruption that is growing in Africa. They are benefiting from the rascality of our leaders in Africa, because they are the one encouraging them to continue the way they are doing. Why is it that our president, after 2 years of his leadership, he chose to go to England to go and review his achievement for 2 years? Why England? Why not in Abuja, Aso Rock? We have big landmass. We have enough, space for him to stay there and review his achievement for 2 years. So that means he went to UK to go and give account of how he has been able to rule Nigeria, because he's a puppet to the Westerners. He's a puppet to the United Kingdom. So that is the point today. I don't know if I'm making sense. If please say whatever you want, whatever that you suggest. Good. Exactly. You are from Afghanistan. And now let me tell you, Hilal, let me tell you one thing. Do you know the reason why American eyes is on Afghanistan? Let me tell you one thing. Because of your natural resources. That is why they always create war. Let me tell you something. In Africa, in the whole of Africa, as of 30 years ago, there was nothing like insecurity. There was nothing like terrorism in Africa. There was nothing like terrorism in Africa. Do you know why they created that terrorism in Africa? Because they've seen that Africans are waking up. Almost all African countries are waking up. That is the reason why they created this terrorist group. Do you think that this terrorist group, who is supporting them, who is sponsoring them? Boko Haram, ISIS. Who do you think that is sponsoring them? Even Trump said it by himself. Trump said it by himself. The people sponsoring these terrorists in Africa is the West. They are using it to they're trying to use it to destabilize Africa, because they know when they destabilize Africa, Africa will look for them for help. And now they'll give you option. Now, if you want me to come and help you, you have to give me mineral resources, and I'll supply you ammunition. So that is the reason why Africa is where we are today. So it's not funny. It's not funny. Afghanistan has everything. Afghanistan is blessed. But do you know what destabilized Afghanistan? Do you know what destabilized Afghanistan, Pakistan, Syria, Lebanon, all the rest, all the Middle Eastern countries? You know, do you know what destabilized them? Is because of their natural resources. America want to forcefully take their natural resources from them. America does not have crude oil, but I can tell you today that America has a reserved oil that will serve them for 50 years to come. Yes, make inquire. America does not have crude oil, but America has 50 years, have a reserved oil, oil that will serve them for 50 years. Where are those oil coming from? Those oil are coming from Africa. Those oil are coming from Africa. Some of them are coming from Africa. That is the reason why they try all their possible best to assassinate Muammar Gaddafi, because Libya is richly blessed. Let me bring Libya issue to you. Do you know that in Libya during the time of Gaddafi, in Libya, every Libyan gets paid every month. Every Libyan gets paid every month. If you're a pregnant woman in Libya, if you put to bed, you go to hospital for free. If you put to bed, you have $5,000. Make a research. Every pregnant woman in Libya, if you put to bed, you have $5,000 from government to take care of your child. In Libya, you have what's it called? Just like the way they do it in Europe. Exactly, in Europe, you have bicycles and cars and motorcycles, parked on the street. When you come, you have your card. When you come, it's not for you don't have to pay. In Europe, you have to pay. You have to have the card. But in Libya, you don't need to pay. You just only have the card. You are cool. You can use the card, go anywhere you want to go, and come back and park it. You can use the how much was fuel during the time of Gaddafi? Fuel was not even up to 50 cents per liter. Fuel in Libya during the time of Muammar Gaddafi wasn't even up to 50 cents per liter. During the time of Muammar Gaddafi, Libyans don't even travel. They don't travel to another country. They have everything they need. Libya have rice. Gaddafi turned a desert into a farm. And he was using it to farm rice. And Libyan rice is the best rice in the world. Libyan rice. You can eat Libyan rice without oil, without sauce. Libya had the best rice in the world. Libya frozen chicken. They don't have frozen chicken. They have live chicken, big. So when you have such a president, why will you have the mind to kill that president? Today, look at the condition of Libya. So who do you think that incited that war in Libya? Who do you think that incited that problem in Libya? It was America. And it was America that assassinated who? Muammar Gaddafi. Do you understand my point? This discussion, we are going to continue tomorrow. But let me just clear it here. This people does not mean well for Africa. Libya was the best country. Best. I mean, like the best. Before you can be able to go to Libya, it's not easy. Before you can be able to obtain Libyan visa and travel to Libya, it wasn't easy. It will not be easy. These Libyan people are going through by road. You can't go to Libya. Going to do what in Libya? If you go to Libya, you think that you are in your greener pasture. You already found your greener pasture because they pay you well. If you're working in Libya, they pay you well. They pay you well. You make good money. But the problem in Libya is that you cannot take their money out. There was law and order in Libya. Thank you very much, brother. You said Africa should realize that only Africa can free Africa. Exactly. Only Africans, that's why I'm saying African youth should arise, wake up from slumber. It is time. It is time to reclaim our place. It is time to reclaim our country, our resources. If somebody like Ibrahim Traore is just 34 years, he's just a young guy. If Ibrahim Traore can make such a step, and he's doing wonders in Burkina Faso. Forget about what people are saying is AI, all those things are social media stunts. People are going to Burkina Faso, they are confirming it. People are traveling to Burkina Faso. They are confirming it. I have a brother who is a Wademaya. He's a YouTuber. He went to Burkina Faso a few months ago or a few weeks ago. He was there. He was there and he confirmed everything. Chibozo Ezudu, you're my brother Keije. So he was there, he confirmed everything. So, whatever they are saying, they are just trying to pay, international bloggers, international media houses, outlets to ridicule the guy, tarnish the guy's image and make him look like a dictator. His people love him. Ibrahim Traore, his people love him. So now let me continue with the issue of Libya and Muammar Gaddafi. Gaddafi was the best president in the world, but Gaddafi was the best president in Africa. Gaddafi was the one pushing for one Africa, one borderless Africa, one Africa with one currency, which was the best. If I thought we did that, if I thought that was possible to have one borderless Africa, to have one currency, one African currency, Africa would have been the best continent on the surface of this earth. Africa would have been the best country, and that is what that's what Niger Republic, Mali, Burkina Faso, that's what they are pushing for now. They have already formed a Sahel state, and Sahel state now is going to be using no more CFA. They are going to be using one currency, not just only using one currency, touch one, touch all, and that is how it's supposed to be. If at all we have one borderless Africa, we have one continent, like we do things like brothers. I can tell you for free, these terrorists will not even have any way of penetrating to other countries, to Nigeria and other countries that the terrorists are terrorizing. They will not have the way, because we have one borderless country, one borderless continent. So what am I talking about? Libya was I would say Libya was the best country in Africa. So, but they destabilized Libya because of their selfish interest and selfish gain. Do you think these people know what they are doing? They know what they are doing. They know very well what they are doing. What they are trying to do now is to demonize Ibrahim Traore, because they know Ibrahim Traore is another Gaddafi that is coming up. Ibrahim Traore is another Gaddafi that is coming up. What's the name? Anaya Gupta. Okay, if you don't know what we're talking about, then you pay attention and listen to what we're talking about, or you read the caption. The caption says, "Why are the Western leaders' eyes on Africa?" This is the caption today. Why is the Western leaders' eyes on Africa? And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, give me a thumbs up, and comment where you're watching from. Please, just do me that favor. Thank you. So, okay, now, so what am I talking about? Libya was the best country in Africa, and Libya, in Libya, like I said, in Libya, there's nothing like pothole. There's no bad road in Libya. There was no bad road. There was no bad road in Libya. There was no bad road in Libya then during the time of Gaddafi. There was no, the money was enough to take care. I mean, like, that's what I'm telling you. Even the crude oil Libya has is not even up to a quarter of the crude oil coming from Nigeria. The crude oil Libya, if Libya is producing 100 barrels a day, Nigeria will be producing 1,000 barrels a day. Yes. If Libya is producing 100 barrels of oil a day, Nigeria will be producing 1,000 barrels of oil in a day. So we have all it takes. That's why when you're a politician in Nigeria, you're automatically a rich man. When you are a politician in Nigeria, you are automatically a rich man. Because first of all, what will come to your mind is how to steal, because there's money available to steal. But my question is, why not utilize those money, use those money and fix the country? At least give us constant electricity. That's what we're asking. Give us constant electricity, give us good road, give us good medical facilities, give us good education. Then if you want to steal, you can steal your life away. But you cannot give us those things and you keep stealing. And the worst part of it is that when they steal the money, they will still take the money to the West, to their slave masters. They will take the money there and invest the money there, buy houses there, take their family there, And they think that's the best. I mean, see, let me tell you, time will come in Africa. A time will come in Africa when we'll be holding them accountable for this crime they are committing. This is a crime against humanity. A crime against humanity is not just only when you pick a gun and shoot somebody dead. Crime against humanity is when money is available and they make money available for you to take care of your people, and you swallow the money and leave people, subject people to abject poverty, and people will be dying in poverty. The worst thing that can happen to anybody is being alive and dead. You are alive, but you are dead, because when you are hungry, you don't have any food to eat, and you will be dying slowly, painfully. That's crime against humanity. There's money available for you to take care of your people, build infrastructure, good infrastructure for your people. But no, you eat the money alone and use the money to better the life of your family. What the best thing you can do. Like I said, there's one of my local government chairmen that just left in my local government. He was nobody. He was just absolutely nobody. He was just somebody that was, running around, doing, going political meetings with all these big politicians, trying to, a boy, I mean, like a servant to politicians. But at the point like that, his master, was having top hand in politics. That was in Abia. That is in Abia State, right? So his master now imposed him as a candidate to become a local government chairman, and the maneuver, rig election, and the master paid his way into the office, and he became a local government chairman. Will you believe me that this boy that was nobody, this boy that had nothing, he hardly even see 3 square meals a day. Immediately he entered office, he was a local government chairman for only 2 years. 3 years. Only 3 years. He was able to build a mansion in his village and bought houses in the town. Do you know what he did? After the next election, when he lost the election, what he did was to send his children, about 4 of his kids, about 5 of his kids, and his wife, send them to UK. I mean, if I have my way in politics, sincerely speaking, a lot of people will go down. If I'm opportune to become a president in Nigeria, I swear to God, first thing I will do, I will go and build massive prison. That's the first job I will do first before talking about anything. I will build massive prison, because a lot of people will go to jail, right? I will build massive prison. Then after prison, then I will come back and pack them one after the other. The ones that I know that have committed heinous crime, I'll put them in flight, tell them to go meeting somewhere, and I will make sure that there's a plane crash. Let them die in plane crash, because these people have committed crime against humanity. Please, if you're joining me for the first time, please, can you do me a favor? Please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up and comment where you're watching from. God bless you. So that's what I'm saying. So, this young guy sent his family to UK. And then he came back to come and recontest again for local government chairman. I mean, this boy, there was nobody. So average African mindset, average man mindset in Africa is, when I get there, I will just, try to acquire wealth for myself and my family first before doing anything. When allocation comes, like in Nigeria, there's what we call allocation. Federal government always send allocation. Sometimes, like my state, my local government sometimes receives about 1 billion or 900 million every month, because you have to pay salaries and all that. So when the allocation comes, right, after the salaries of the civil servants, maybe there will be other things to fix, that there will be other things to do. Okay, when 900 million, let's assume 900 million came for allocation in a month, they will use 300 million pay salaries, right? Do small things. One person now will then corner 600 million naira in his pocket, in his own account, and be using it for himself. One person will now corner 600 million in his own account and be using it for himself. And the worst part of it, and the most painful part of it, is this: the money, they will not even utilize that money. That's the money they embezzle. They will not utilize it in Nigeria. They will not use it to build company, to create at least job opportunity for the citizens, so that people can at least see job. They will not even use the money, to do something, invest the money or buy house. At least when you buy house in Nigeria, at least the money is still in Nigeria. The worst part of it is that these people will take the money to the West, buy house in West, build company in West, or do business in West, and then come back to Africa to come and play politics. This is why I said, if I have my way into politics and I become a president, I swear to God, what I'm telling you the gospel truth. The first thing I will build, I'm not going to lie to you, the first thing I will build is prison first. Because a lot of people will go to jail. A lot, from councillor to local government chairman to state of assembly to the House of Representatives to senators to, in fact, appointees, commissioners, and all the rest ministers. A lot of people, I swear to God, will go to jail. I will jail them. And what the worst part of it is that they will be in jail until I finish my term. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Africa is at the back of the world because of corruption. Africa is at the back of the world because of corruption, because of heinous crime against humanity, because this is crime against humanity. This is crime against humanity. When you starve somebody to death, it's crime against humanity. So what are we talking about? Africa is the richest continent on earth. Africans don't even have any reason to be looking for greener pasture anywhere. We have no reason to look for greener pasture anywhere in the world. Africa is the richest continent on earth. Don't quote me anywhere. I will prove it. Africa is the richest continent on earth anybody can think of. Africa has everything that you can think of. Africa has everything. We have human capacity, human resources, natural resources, everything. We have everything. There's no reason why Africans should be dying in the Mediterranean Sea trying to look for greener pasture anywhere. And the worst part of it is that when they still get there, they will still become slave to them. Like I said, slavery, modern day slavery is still going on in the world. But people don't have the idea. Modern day slavery is still going on in the world. These people still have that slave master mentality. I can tell you that for free. They see Africa as the poorest, they see Africa as, that's why most of them, when they say they are tourists, they are coming to Africa. They're not just coming to Africa because they love Africa. They are coming to Africa with cameras. They're coming to Africa to take pictures of monkeys and humans. Take pictures of beggars on the street. Take pictures of women coming from the farm, and then post it on their social media platforms, projecting Africa in a manner in which people will be thinking that. Okay, now let me give you one story. There's one guy. I watched one documentary. There's one guy. He's an African, but he's not African. Sorry, he's from. He's a black American. Okay, he's a black American. He was on a Nigerian blog. He was on a podcast. He was confessing. He said while he was in America, so though he's in Nigeria, currently in Nigeria, while he was in America, he was having the mindset of if he will come to Africa with $10,000 and then buy estate in Africa and chase a king, take a king from one community and rule Africa. You don't blame him for making that comment. It is what he saw on the social media and what he saw on the television that was gave him the mindset. He feels like with $10,000 you can buy everything in Africa. Then now when he landed in Abuja, he found out that the $10,000 cannot even pay his hotel for at least 1 month. I don't know if you understand the point. Until he got broke. He got broke and he started looking for a job. An American. I don't know, maybe he committed crime in America and then want to come to Africa. I think he's on drug, maybe. Because a normal human being will not ever think that if you come to Africa with $10,000, you can buy, buy a state, start ruling people, and you think Africa is animal continent or something. So you don't blame him. This is what they taught him in school. That is how they have projected Africa into. Okay? So what are we talking about? Africa is a blessed country. Africa is the richest. Like I said, Lagos State alone is 10 times richer than Spain. Lagos State is a state in Nigeria, and Lagos State is about 24 million in population. Lagos State is 10 times richer than Spain. So my question is this: why is it that Spain infrastructure is intact? Their educational system is intact. Their medical facilities are intact. I mean, like, there are good infrastructure, there's good road, everything, there's good hospitals and everything. Why is it that Lagos is not like Spain? I don't know if somebody is a critical thinker here, if anybody is reasoning with me. I mean, like, the revenue Lagos State is collecting alone is 10 times or even 12 times of what Spain is making in a year. The revenue Lagos State is making in a year is like what Spain gets in years. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? There is money in Nigeria, there's money in Africa. The problem we have is that we've not gotten the right leaders on board. That is why I keep pushing this narrative. Every African should hold their leaders accountable. It's not just sitting on the fence. Like I say, this my platform is not just to make money. It's not to make money anyway. It's to lend my voice when it is necessary. And now it is necessary now, so that tomorrow when my children grow, they will ask me, Daddy, you see what is going on? What did you do? I will bring out these videos and tell them this was my contribution. I said something, though I'm not having much, that audience like that. But at least the little one I have, I will have to push the narrative. So that is the thing. Africa is a rich continent. Africa is blessed. God blessed Africa. We have no reason. What they did was to, bring religion to us, use the religion to brainwash our brain, make us look like, but the problem here is not about religion. The problem here is about leaders. We've not gotten the right leaders. We've not gotten somebody like Ibrahim Traore, because Ibrahim Traore took the best step by ejecting how will I call them, colonial masters, because they are still colonized. If you are still using safer, if you are still using that safer, you are still colonized. It is not supposed. Safer is not meant for Africa. Safer is never meant for Africa. Safer is not supposed to be. We are not supposed to be using safer till now. So immediately they liberated themselves from that bondage, from that that chain of bondage. That's when the Burkina Faso now is seeing light. And this thing must have to go around. Every country in Africa must have to stand like Burkina Faso, like Guinea Conakry, like Niger Republic, like Chad, like Senegal. Senegal is coming up. Exactly. My brother Zip Ade Doda, please, where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? Please, can you please subscribe? If you are this is the first time of joining us, please do me a favor, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and as well comment where you're watching from, so that we can go forward. As Udo said, this is why Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Okay, my brother, you are very right. First of all, Nnamdi Kanu is like Ibrahim Traore of today, right? They've seen it. You know why? Let me tell you the gospel truth. England, despite that Nnamdi Kanu is a half Nigerian and half England. Okay, let me just say it is a dual citizen. But I can tell you for free that the problem that Nnamdi Kanu is having today, English hand, British hand, Britain hand is there. And for Simon Ekpa, forget about Simon Ekpa, put him by the side. Just keep Simon Ekpa by the side. Simon Ekpa is an intruder, to the struggle. And also, the way he was doing his own pattern of struggle was totally unacceptable, because you cannot you will not be fighting for freedom and be killing the people you are fighting for their freedom. It is unacceptable. Okay. 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 Banksy, where are you watching from, please? Can you indicate, comment where you're watching from, and give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please can you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, please. It's sad because most of the good leaders of Africa, most of them got assassinated. Exactly. Somebody like Kwame Nkrumah was assassinated. Somebody like Sir Thomas Sankara was assassinated. Somebody like Ibrahim Traoré, they're trying to assassinate him as well. A lot of them, a lot of good leaders were assassinated, and this assassination came from the West. It wasn't done by Africans. It was the West. And let me tell you one thing. Ibrahim Traoré, his bodyguard, was offered $5 million. His personal bodyguard was offered $5 million with a permanent resident permit in France, and with permanent resident permit in France, and offered him to take all his family member, every single member of his family member, to France with $5 million. You know what happened? The guy collected the money. He brought the money to Ibrahim Traoré and tell Ibrahim Traoré what France offered to him, to assassinate him. Just because of what? Because of Burkina Faso's natural resources that is not belonging to France, resources that does not belong to France. And the worst part of it is this: Ivory Coast President Ouattara is trying to, it's not easy, he's supporting France to assassinate Ibrahim Traoré. So it's uncalled for. And we can sit on the fence watching this kind of things, this kind of mayhem going on in Africa, and we keep silent, we keep quiet. If you have a little platform, you have to start speaking up. This is the best time to start speaking up. It is the best time to start speaking up. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, please. Let's push it. Give me a thumbs up. Let's keep going. We can't continue like this. I still keep referring to Libya. Libya was the best country in Africa. Libya was the best country in Africa. But today, where's Libya today? It was all caused by America because of natural resources, because of their crude oil. Like I said before, America has crude oil. America has oil that will last for them for the next 50 years, if not more. If there's no oil anywhere in the world, America will survive for 50 years. America will survive for 50 years. America will survive for 50 years. And we cannot continue condoning this. We cannot continue condoning this. And you think it's normal. It is not normal. Our people will be dying of hunger. Our people will be, will not. And what it makes me super angry. If you study here in Africa, and you go to America, or you go to Canada or UK or any other part of the Western countries, if you study here enough, if you study medicine here in Africa, and you get to America, they will have to subject you to go and read again because they don't trust our educational system. This is what we are talking about. They don't trust our educational system. And nobody is thinking, no, we don't have critical thinkers as leaders. You see? That is why today a civil servant will earn as low as peanut. As low as peanut in Africa. How will you be able to survive? Take care of your family? Do things you're supposed to do as a family man, as a civil servant. And at the end of the day, during the retirement, when you retire, you have nothing to write home about. You have nothing to write home about. Normally in the West, like let's say in Europe or America or Canada or UK, if you are working, you can easily take a house on mortgage, right? And be paying little by little. And be paying little by little. You don't need to struggle to buy a house. If you're a civil servant in the West, you don't need to struggle to buy a house. You don't need to struggle to buy a car. Government will give you a car, and people will be even begging you, please come and take car. Come and take car loan. And you'll be paying small. Government will give you everything. And you'll be paying small. You don't need to struggle. But here in Africa, if you want a house, you have to work for it, and you have to. And tell me, this is why there's corruption, high level of corruption in Africa. This is why there is a high level of corruption in Africa. Because why? Number one, the low income earners. How can you be paying somebody? Okay, for instance, you paying somebody $100 in a month. $100 out of $100 is a family man, somebody that has 3 kids with a wife and children, right? And you pay house rent. Okay, if you earn $100 in a month and you remove your house rent, let's say your house rent in a month is like $50 or $40. Let me just say $40, but there's no way you will find a house of $40 in Africa. Or maybe there will, maybe I mean there are some places you can find house $40. Maybe. Okay, let me say you find a house of $40 in a month, right? Okay, in that $100 you are earning, you already spent $140. Now you pay your children's school fees. You have 3 kids. You pay children's school fees. Let's say you are paying children's school fees $10 every term, right? You pay children's school fees, that's $30. Now left with you now is $30. Now, out of $30 now, you pay for electricity bill, because electricity bill is a very expensive in Africa. You pay $10 in. I'm just giving instance. You are left with $20. Now, the food you eat alone in the house with your family is about $100. Okay, the food you eat alone in the house with your family is $100. Your transportation to work is about let's say $20 in a month. I'm just giving instance. So now let me ask you something. Where would the $100 of the food you eat in a month will come from? It's through corruption, because you are working and your salary scale is $100. So where will you make the money for food? It's by corruption. You have to do whatsoever that is available to be able to make money, to meet ends meet, to be able to provide food for your family. You have to do anything. That's why there is a high level of corruption in Africa, high level of insecurity in Africa. Everybody can do anything just to meet up, just to make money, to take care of their family. And if you look around, you cannot blame them. It's what the system subjected them into. If there was proper things put in place, the things put in place for the civil servants, there wouldn't be, there wouldn't be corruption. A police officer that you gave a gun to go and secure somebody, and you are paying him $100 in a month, and his expenses in a month is about $300. What do you expect him to do? He will use the gun that you assigned to him to secure people. He will use the gun to steal from the people. That's just fact. That is just fact. And our leaders are not even thinking, what is the cause of insecurity? They knows the cause of insecurity, and they knows the cause of the problem we're having in Africa. But the problem is that they cannot make an effort to fix it, because they know if they try to fix it, it will affect their pocket. They will not be having enough to embezzle. They will not be having enough to embezzle. Nigeria has large crude oil. We have enough, like I said, if Libya will be producing about 100 barrels of crude oil in a day, Nigeria will be producing 1,000 barrels. That is to tell you how much crude oil Nigeria has as a country. And now let me ask you, a country that produces such large amount of crude oil does not even have a refinery. What they do is this: when they get the crude oil, they will transport the crude oil to the Western country to go and refine. And when they refine the oil there, then they will sell the oil back to them. That is why a Nigerian will buy 1 liter of petrol for 1,200 naira or 1,000 naira, which is not supposed to be. And we cannot continue like this. So guys, I'm doing my best, and I'll keep doing my best. This is the little platform that I have, and we keep pushing it. We cannot, fold our arms and be watching. We have to. They say if you see something, you say something. If you see something and close your mouth, the same thing that you saw will consume you. So it's better when you see something, you try to say something for the betterment of everybody. For the betterment of Africa. Africa is our own. We cannot run away and leave Africa. I see some Africans running to the West. When they get there, they will, try to settle down there, have kids, and stay there forever and never come back home. That's stupidity. If you're an African, you were African before you become whatever you are. If you're an African, you're an African. Nothing can change that blood. Nothing can change that mindset that you're an African. So we must have to protect Africa at all costs. We must have to use our little platform to speak up So that is how it is. So please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Please, if you've not done, give me a thumbs up. That's all I'm asking for. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and that's all. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. By this time, I'll come back again tomorrow and we'll continue discussing about the state of Africa and why the Western leaders' eyes are on Africa. Because we must have to get to the root of the problem, you know. So that is all it is today. Until tomorrow, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I will give you guys my Facebook handle and my TikTok handle. First of all, my TikTok handle is King Zaram1. King Zaram1. King, let me I'll put it here. I'll put it here. My TikTok handle is King Zaram1. Please see you guys tomorrow by this time. We continue. God bless you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. See you tomorrow.